Hello everybody, and thank you for joining me today. My name is Adrian Florez. I'm out of American Military University and the National Society of Leadership and Success. Today, I'm going to speak about my Bravo Team Development Project as part of the Executive Leadership Certification. On the agenda today, I'm going to speak about the purpose and goal of the project, a little bit about the results, and the areas of improvement. The areas of improvement were data-driven as well as qualitative in nature. There were items I found myself that I could have done better throughout the project. Before we start, I'm going to talk a little bit about myself. I've been in the Air Force for 19 years now in the law enforcement and security field. Over the last 5 years, I led security and law enforcement teams of up to 30 and 40 airmen. So quite a lot of airmen to work with. But I found an effective way to lead them through humanism and drive overall excellence for the Air Force and my team. So the purpose and goal was to demonstrate leading through humanism and how I do it. So leading through humanism puts the well-being of the airmen at the forefront, with the belief that excellence, productivity, and overall effectiveness will follow, which has been proven by data, proven by research, and this is why I lead in this manner. So throughout the project, I started with the physical part. The physical part, which is I did a push-up challenge. I continued on with the ethical part, which I conducted a job satisfaction survey. So a job satisfaction survey was first conducted by doing an Excel spreadsheet, drafting up my best questions I could think possible in the realms of communication, support, productivity, and overall effectiveness. Those questions, I translated them into a digital platform and yielded my results with the ease of access of others. So after the ethical part, I went on to serving others. I serve others through doing my action plan based off the data I received from the survey. So I did that by bringing my team in and finding out the way forward, how we can do that better amongst my other supervisors that I work with. So we came up with better training, better productivity based off of empowerment was the gist of it. So I went on to the intellectual part, the part that actually I educated my supervisors and my team to better equip them with my philosophy and better understanding of my philosophy of how and why it works. And then I ended up with emotional care of the last part of the project. This is the part where I drafted a discussion on vulnerability and the stigma between emotional body armor and discussing both sides of it. And this kind of drove the overall effectiveness of creating a better culture on my team. Some of the project results I yielded, which I'm very proud of, is I yielded between over a 4.5 and 6 out of 6 on each category of communication, support, productivity, and all overall motivation. So I'm very proud of my results, and I think it's a very good thing that I learned and went through American Military University to learn my philosophy and learn the why behind it, because it's proven right here. So the action plan, which I continued on with, again, I spoke with my supervisors that I work with on my team, my subordinate supervisors, and we came up with, we need to build a better training plan. We need to build a better administrative duties on our team and a way forward with that, which yields empowerment for my teammates. We need to talk about favoritism and stigma behind it. And also another big thing we brought up was to create a morale program based on earned free days. So earned free days come with excellence, motivation, and the willingness to go above and beyond your duties. So very good stuff, very good feedback I received from my teammates. After doing the action plan, I also spoke and taught them on my way forward on how I lead, the foundation of my leadership philosophy, which is based on democratic leadership. Democratic leadership yields the buy-in of the teammates around you and takes their input and creates a better product based on everybody's input, everybody's ability and capability, and yields their talents and strengths and abilities, as opposed to authoritarian leadership, which yields results first and the airman as an after fact. No one wants to work for a boss that doesn't care about their emotions, their well-being. You're gonna get the bare minimums out of these individuals. So, all good stuff, all good feedback, all good stuff that I taught my supervisors that work under me. Some of the results that I came up with also regarding emotional intelligence was emotional intelligence. Again, we did that discussion on vulnerability and emotional body armor that opened up the communication and willingness for feedback amongst my airmen, and willingness to be vulnerable about each and other's weaknesses and how we can improve upon each other. And then the physical aspect, the push-up challenge, which actually I started the whole program with, that actually initially opened up all the gateway and communication and engagement with my teammates to show them I'm willing to go out and do physical things with them and get to know them and engage with them more on a personal basis than transactional. That created my buy-in from my survey. All right, some areas for improvement. So the biggest things take home was communication, and increased training program, and the perception of favoritism. So communication, we're going to work on that based off of my notion of creating a vision and getting it out there well in advance of doing the next project on it, and make sure everybody is understanding what we're doing out here. Training, we're going to invoke a training plan to increase our capabilities of our airmen, get them empowered and be able to operate at the next level. And then also, lastly, the increased administrative duties, increased empowerment for each airman to work in the level above where they're at now. So again, this is the Bravo Team Development project that I put on. # Better World Project at the NSLS. I'm going to leave you with one last thing, which is a quote that I live by, which I created myself, is leading through humanism as recognizing the power of individuals to cohort and contribute to the success of the team. All it requires is much vulnerability. Thank you all for listening, and I hope to see you all soon and talk to you all soon. Bye.